Welcome to your weekend focus, January the 28th and the 29th, 2023. Saturday won't be as good as Sunday. Okay, so stay tuned. We'll talk all about the energy. Let's start at the beginning. Let me introduce myself. I'm Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly, and thank you. Thank you truly for all of the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. I send it right back to you. Absolutely. Okay, we start with the 28 energy. The 28 brings in serendipity into our lives. You know, things just seem to happen, and there's a whole bunch of things that happen, and it's in a sequence, and it just ends us up in this whole new beginning or this. So invite in serendipity into your life. It's on Saturday, because some amazing things can happen when we start to notice this pattern of these different events that just kind of evolve and come together. 2 plus 8 is a 10. So it's about new chapters in our life. It's about new energy coming into our life. 10 is a luck number, so we tend to be a little luckier under a 10 energy. And 1 plus 0 is a 1, so the I am, the pioneer, the individual, the independent. That, you know, there's an energy about that number that moves us forward. We stand with confidence. Or we can learn how to stand in confidence. If we look at the numerology of Saturday alone, it's a 1 plus a 1 plus a 7, which gives us a 9. And that is about clearing the path. Putting things in the past and leaving them in the past. So allow healing in. Maybe clean out that closet, whatever it might be. But you want to bring in the harmony in your life. You want to bring in the new beginnings in your life. You can't do that with so much already around you. So maybe it's time, maybe it's energy, maybe it's resources, but you need to look at how you're utilizing those things and how you need to utilize them going forward. You need to really clear the path, okay? 9s is about endings, absolutely, completions, but it's only true purposes so that we make room for the next new beginning, the next new adventure. If we look at Sunday's numerology, we have the 29 energy. Now, the 29 energy usually brings in a learning period for ourselves, that we have to show up. Well, great things can happen in our lives, but we have to show up. We have to roll up our sleeves. We have to do the work in order for things to actually come together. It won't fall on our laps. So we get these learning experiences to show us that we need to move in one direction or another, or put more focus and attention in a certain area of our life. 2 plus 9, however, is an 11 energy. So the master teacher shows up. There's more that is asked of us. Okay, so expect those challenges to be something, not that you can't get through. You will be able to get through it, but how you do it, how you utilize your strengths, your courage, your confidence, your beliefs in order to move forward in the proper way. It's learning experiences. Like I would think challenges would come upon us today. I don't think they're over the top kind of challenges. Not like we've seen in the past, at least. If we do the numerology of the day for Sunday, it's a 1 plus a 2 plus a 7. That gives us a 10 energy. And we talked a little bit about the 10 energy. Of course, turns into the 1 energy. So know that the 10 energy is definitely a heavier energy because it's over both days. And the 1 energy as well. So we may be looking towards new beginnings, new starts. Sun is in Aquarius all weekend, and the moon is in Taurus all weekend. A couple things are happening up in the sky. We have the sun and Neptune talking together and not talking very well. And so we may feel like, we could be, it's hard to concentrate, put everything together in the way that you want in your mind so that you can do it and move forward, or we lose focus quite easily. We don't have the willpower. We don't really push ourselves into doing anything we really don't want to do. So really on Saturday, if it's a heavy thinking factual kind of day, you don't want to plan for that, okay? You want to plan for artistic or creative or maybe even spiritual in nature. Okay, the Taurus moon will help you to back it off and relax a little bit, so that's good. But the Taurus energy is also about money and finances and how we manage that. So really don't look at your books on Saturday, because you're not gonna have the focus that you want to have in order to do those kinds of things. You can still do them. You just won't have the focus there that you want to have when doing your books. Okay. We also have the Sun trining Mars. Now that'll be on Sunday, and that brings out the energy. That brings out the self-confidence. That brings out the enthusiasm that we are going to achieve, and we have the courage that we're going to achieve, and we know what we want. So it's almost like bipolar from our Saturday energy. So Sunday is going to feel a lot more lighter and livelier, even though we still have that moon in Taurus. Okay, Sun trining Mars, and I think it's for an extended time. I think we'll probably feel this right going into Wednesday. So this will enhance your creative abilities, absolutely. And then we have Mercury and Uranus talking together, and exciting news can come in. We have a heightened sense awareness, so our intuition is much stronger. We can get aha moments, epiphanies, when Mercury and Uranus talk in harmony. So our thoughts, or we overhear something that just all of a sudden the light bulb goes on. The aha moment, bringing in the clarity, the understanding of how you're going to go forward, of how you're going to step forward, because you've got the Sun and Mars there saying, let's do it. I know what I want. Let's go for it. And then we have Mercury and Uranus together, where we're feeling it in our guts on what's right and how to move forward. And we get these, and it could be waking and sleeping. So, I mean, keep a dream journal, have that piece of paper. So when you wake up and you have that dream, you write it down right away, because it only takes seconds, literally seconds, for that dream to completely disappear, right? You ever have that? You wake up from a dream and it's so vivid, and then 20 minutes later you can't even think of what that dream was about. So anyways, we'll go to the cards now. And our shadow card for the weekend is the World. It is about tying up loose ends. It is about making sure that we've got our ducks in a row. It is about making sure that our foundation is strong, where we want expansion. We're ready to move forward in that expansion. And I really don't think so. I mean, I'm doing the February monthlies for you guys, and it really is about growing that thought pattern, growing the expansions in our minds, making the plan, getting the strategy. It's been that way. That's why I'm in this outfit again, because I definitely didn't get them done yesterday. So So I don't know if you'll watch your sun, your moon, your rising. I don't want to have a bunch of different outfits on for you. I want to kind of keep it all together. So thus I'm wearing the outfit again today. But anyways, the World card is our shadow energy for the weekend. So it's more about backing it up a little bit, making sure that our ducks are in a row, making sure that we are looking at the right areas of our life for where we want and need the expansion to happen. Our first card is the Five of Pentacles. Wow, do we feel defeated here? We have just... and it has been hard. It's been very hard energy. And I'm blaming Mars for a lot of it, although all the other planets are a little guilty of this too. But Mars was retrograde on us from the end of October right till the middle of January. So it's not up to speed yet, right? When a planet goes retrograde, it stops, goes stationary retrograde, and then it slowly, but as it goes here, it goes a lot faster. But then as it hangs up here, it goes slow again, and we're in the slow steps right now. We're not in the fast steps. And even though Mars is now direct, we still have it's going to be in Gemini for the whole month of February still, because it just doesn't have that speed. It doesn't have that momentum yet. Therefore, we don't have that speed. We don't have that momentum, because that's our warrior. That's our going after through the challenges, meeting the challenges, knowing we'll be successful. going after those goals and those dreams and those desires. So here we sit and we're defeated. We just feel like throwing in the towel. And I beg you not to do that, okay? I beg you not to do that, because as of Sunday, the energy starts to shift for us. And even though there isn't any major shifts, Mercury and Venus move signs in February. But besides that, there's no real shifts until March, right? Then we have Pluto moving, then we have Saturn moving, and Pluto's in a sign for like a decade. And I think Pluto only jaunts in for 3 months and then jumps back out into Capricorn. So it jumps into Aquarius and then back out into Capricorn. But we get that little picture of what our energy is going to be like, that we are going to live through for the next decade and beyond. Saturn's also going to be moving, right, out of Aquarius into Pisces. And, that's a 3-year stay. So we've been living under the Saturn in Aquarius, and that's going to move now, and it's going to be in Pisces. And we'll feel a real shift in a lot of our plans and strategies and our responsibilities and obligations and our goals. And so anyways, but I'm getting way ahead of ourselves. Pretty soon I'll have the whole year covered for you if I keep going. So the Five of Pentacles is, you just don't know how close you are to that door. Okay, you actually are sitting on the threshold of the door of abundance, and you don't see it. And you feel defeated, you feel tired, and so often in life, that's what happens. We're almost there. Then we throw in the towel because it's just been too hard. Not even realizing how close we were to the finish line. So please don't let that be for you, okay? So those thoughts that you can't do it, or it's just too much, or it's overwhelming, just breathe and know that you've got this, okay? Eventually you're going to stand up straight, probably more on Sunday. You're going to stand up straight and tall. You're going to dust yourself off, and you are going to turn around, and you are going to what? Perceive perhaps what's on the other side of that door. Prepare yourself to knock, to turn that knob, to walk through. And look at that, the sun follows it. So absolutely, this is, your light starts to get brighter. Your energy starts to you feel alive again. Okay, this is what's going to happen on the Sunday, is we feel that energy again, that little boost of energy that we've been missing since November on, right? That light doesn't come from the sky, it comes from you. Okay? And it's not that you couldn't go forward before, but you couldn't see the path because you weren't filled with the passion. You weren't filled with the want, the desire. So this is, okay, the sunflowers in the bottom are showing the maturity, and they lead a path. And as we go through that pathway, of course, they get smaller and smaller, which means we have challenge after challenge to meet as we go through this new energy, to this new pathway. The sun is all about it. It's the 10 energy, is it? Or the 20? Oh, I don't know how to read Roman. I used to. I went to school for it. Anyways, the 19 energy. It's the 19 energy. My gosh. I know it's the 19. Okay, move this along. It's taking... I'm wasting your time here. The flowers, as we're going through the path, I've never really seen this before, but they're a lot smaller. They're still growing, okay? So it's our growth that allows us to see this pathway forward. And we have the Death card. So what's strong energy? Because the Death card is right in the middle now. This is where we hide ourselves. Maybe it's a wall, maybe it's a cloak, but it's time to re-enter the world. It's time to whip off that cloak. It's time to tear down some of those walls that you've built for your protection, because they have no more value in your life. They were there to protect you at the time, but their time is done, and now it's actually keeping you away from some of the things that you want to venture into. It's about waking up and feeling the freedom, feeling your inner child is sitting there, waiting patiently for you to take off that cloak, to lay down that weapon, to get up and feel feel the exhilaration of being alive, of being free, of being liberated in some way, in some form. We have the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups is about dreaming. And the Page of Cups is all about love and passion. When we're a page, this is kind of our teenage years. You know, we expect true love. We expect to be respected, be admired, to be supported, to being taken care of, for security. And there's no worry, there's no limitations. You know, what if, you know, I step into this and I have a disabled child, or my marriage doesn't work out. There's no limitations. There's no negative here. It's seeing totally the rainbow aspect of your path forward. And getting excited about it, getting thrilled about it, feeling, you know, where you think it's anxiety, it could be anticipation. When's the last time you felt that anticipation, that you knew it was anticipation? It wasn't stress. Because so often we're so bombarded with stressful moments in our life that we just automatically go to, that's got to be stress. And that it's an exhilaration bubbling up within you. So dream of anything, but don't put in any negatives whatsoever. The world is your oyster when this card comes up, about dreaming of the possibilities. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles, you know, she sits there on her throne. She knows the storm has passed. The dark clouds are behind us. Have you ever entered a flower garden, or even a backyard for that matter, after a heavy rainstorm? And the aromas, the fragrances that greet you, that come alive. So this is about experiencing the world. Now, the moon is in Taurus the whole weekend, so it's more about an earth energy when that happens. Okay? It's more about being grounded. It's more about your five senses coming to life. So don't just eat that meal. Okay? You know, what is the texture? What is the aroma like? What is the flavor like? You know, make everything a symphony. Oh my gosh, a symphony. Rather than just eating the sandwich and going. Okay, taste what's on it and allow it to become its own thing. Okay, take your time. Don't just gulp it down. And so here, the Queen of Pentacles is taking in her environment. And she's very comfortable. She's wearing this soft, beautiful blue. So she has her own voice, definitely. That's your throat chakra. But it's also about peace. It's also about harmony. The soft blues. An angel sits next to her. The sun is carved into her throne, for goodness sakes. And we hold our abundance like we know nobody can take it away. In your true abundance, truly nobody can ever take it away. You have to allow it. So this is about, you know, but sometimes when the storm has passed, okay, so take the last snowstorm I was through, right? It wasn't until the wind stopped blowing and the sun came out and everything was calm for a second that I had realized the storm was over. Up till then, we were in the storm. Up till then, it was minus 16 in my house. Oh my gosh, I was so cold. And I should make a video of what I experienced during that time, because it was very eye-opening of what my body decided to take over and do because of the situation I was in. I went 52 hours without any source of heat or a way of cooking or heating ourselves, or the power went out, no generator, no wood stove, no nothing, and the wind was like 100 kilometers an hour for like 3 days. So there was no way that you could go out to the barbecue even and get that going because it was just too windy. And it was a very long 2 days, and it was my Christmas. So anyways, but the storm is over. But I didn't really come to the conclusion that the storm was over until I saw all the signs. Okay? So this is becoming aware of the energy that is around you and feeling it and knowing that you are protected, that you are loved, that your angels, your guides, the universe is working very hard to build the path forward that you are going to step onto. Okay, we'll get a mantra card. So I hope to have the monthlies out by tomorrow. Let's hope for tomorrow. They're very long. They're very. I know there's not much energy really to talk about for the month of February, and yet there's a lot of energy to talk about for the month of February. It's just so they're lengthy. You know, a lot of them are lengthy. And then, of course, I'm also trying to get February set up so YouTube's doing a thing with the monetization of the shorts, and I would like to take advantage of that. Of course, I put music into it, but that actually works against me. But and so for the month of February, if you are on my Facebook, if you are on my Patreon, if you are here on YouTube, you will get every morning when you wake up under 60 seconds video of something to be grateful for, something to keep in mind on working towards being grateful and living a grateful life. So that'll be for the month of February. So I'm trying to get that all going and organized. So busy. And my website's almost ready to come up. I will be turning definitely to my Patreon people and asking them to do some things for me to write some reviews and stuff, and kind of rebranding my whole who I am. I'm ready for that now. I've been retired close to a year, and it's about the timeline that I expected. I knew there'd be a period of adjustment and some things I would have to get into place. So I'm getting really excited about sharing the website with you, and just some of the things that I'm incorporating in, and my readings are coming back, and I will also have written reports as well that you will definitely be interested in. So all of that is slowly coming together, and I'll have to look ahead in the astrology to pick the launch date, right? The numerology. Okay, let's get a mantra card here. So I'm quite excited about all the things that are coming up. So if you've been trying to contact me for a reading, know that within the next several weeks you will be able to get a reading from me. And so if you could just hold on, because I'm doing a lot of work in the background. So I really am not available for personal readings right now. I do have some on the books, and I'm trying to fit them in. We're getting there. Okay, the peacock, raise your standards. The peacock, raise your standards. Very important for the Saturday to pull this into mind. I think on the Sunday we'll have a little bit more confidence. We'll walk around and be a little bit more of the peacock. The peacock is possibly one of the most beautiful creatures of the world's animal kingdom. It's also believed to be the most virtuous, embodies the admired characteristics of integrity, loyalty. Like the peacock, you embody qualities important for friendship and family unity. You are encouraging, selfless, and enrich the lives of everyone you meet. The peacock is very protective of its young and will provide for and protect them under any circumstance. This card can also be seen as an indicator to better yourself, to raise your standards, to be more like the peacock. The mantra is, I love and care for everyone I know. I believe I can accomplish so much each and every day. I accomplish. And who was it? I think it was Rosalind. Correct me if I'm wrong, because it was a while ago I read it, but I'm pretty sure it was Rosalind who said she starts new affirmations by saying, beginning today, I am more confident. I am stronger. And she said in her comment that she does that for several days, and then eventually she just drops the first part and just says it as she becomes more. And it's really, that's a beautiful tool to use. So thank you, Rosalind, for sharing that with us. If it was, I'm pretty sure it was Rosalind. You know, when I read your comments, I imagine you. I touch your energy. You know, so there's some of you. Oh my gosh, when you don't comment for a few days, you move up in the prayer list, and not that you're ever off the prayer list, but you definitely move up because I get worried about you, like you do for me when I go missing. So, you know, or at least I hope you do, but because I care for you. Okay, our animal is the black jaguar, the old soul. Okay. Come in nice and clear, please. Thank you. Walk through life with confidence and grace. You have power from beyond the world. Focus on what you really want. You can create your dreams. So isn't that true, huh? Walk through life with confidence and grace. I think we'll be feeling that more on the Sunday than we will be on the Saturday. So keep it in mind for the Saturday. You have power from beyond the world. You really do. We all come here with special talents, abilities, gifts. We are protected. We are loved. And now I can't read it. Focus on what you really want. Isn't that funny? I couldn't focus. Focus on what you really want. Really look at what you want in your life. Not what you're told you're supposed to want in your life, but what you truly want in your life. You can create your dreams. You can absolutely create your dreams. So start dreaming them. Start dreaming of the possibilities. That's our, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Right there. Okay. Page of Cups. You know, when we're youthful, when we're young, we don't see the negatives, and as we grow older, we see the negatives more and more and more, and we have to stop ourselves from that and allow that childlike energy to come through us, our self-expression, our beauty, our passion, our joy. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.